You're listening to the Podcast Detroit Network. Visit www.podcastdetroit.com for more information.
I have surprises for you.
You have surprises.
Mr. Matthew, I have surprises for you.
Oh, shit.
I said, hey, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. I said, hey, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. We're gonna drink a fine whiskey and smoke a really fine cigar.
It is time for Happy Hour. It is the Man Cave Happy Hour. Whiskey, cigars, spirits, the stories that go along with it. I'm Jamie Flanagan.
I am Matt Fox.
And we are at the Detroit Shipping Company once again. Matt, what's happening tonight?
Tonight we are with the Metro Times.
Yes.
It is Whiskey in the Winter here at the Detroit Shipping Company.
There's a lot of brown liquid.
22 shipping containers fused together. And we have a special guest with us at the moment.
Brand ambassador.
Brand ambassador.
Nick Kreze. Did I say that right, Nick?
You did.
Nick Kreze. Nick Kreze, you're a brand ambassador, so you rep a couple different things, right? So who are you? Who do you work?
Giving you something right now.
Who do you work for?
Who do you work for?
And
Tell me about your childhood as it is now, because you're a child.
All right. Well, I gotta finish.
He needs to finish pouring
Sure.
shit here.
Yeah. If we're gonna talk about childhood, this is gonna be a long one.
So Nick, welcome to the Man Cave. But here's the thing.
Oh, thank you.
When we do the Man Cave, we try to do maybe two or three shows in a row, but you can tell which one's the
Which is
third
number 2
or
and 3.
fourth show.
Yeah.
This is number 5 for the night. So
we're kind of deep into the shenanigans.
we're deep into it. So Nick,
fair.
you're
I'm all about
young,
it.
we're old, but you're going to educate us a little bit tonight.
Absolutely.
And when I walked up to you tonight, you said, I was like, hey, we want to do this. And you're like, yes, absolutely. Want to help you out. Want to sit down and talk about it. But I have a Scotch.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to talk a little bit of
we-
Scotch at the moment.
So who do you work for and what do you represent? And that'll lead us into where we're going next.
Let me introduce you into the sultry tones of my voice.
Right up on the microphone.
Get right on
dude.
it, sir.
All right. So what we are sampling today is Oban Little Bay, which in Gaelic, Little Bay is Oban.
Open Little Bay?
Yes,
Open.
sir. It's our non-age statement bottle.
Okay.
But more or less about myself, I am the Scotch whiskey expert in Michigan.
Ah.
Yeah, believe it or not, I'm still working on a chin hair, but apparently I got that title.
So you are a
that's it.
Scotch whiskey expert here in the state.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
The only one in Michigan.
There's another guy, but I mean, we don't really care about that guy.
Fair play.
He probably won't listen anyway, but it's all good.
Yeah,
It's all
No,
good.
but seriously, tell me about your childhood. What led
He's
you
still
down
a child, dude.
Yeah, so what led you down this path? What
led me down this
what
path?
Brought you,
You know,
what brought you here? Was
a
like
lot of trauma.
college-
Obviously a great childhood.
Thanks, Mom.
So, I was told at a young age, if you're good at something, never do it for free. Thank you, Heath Ledger. So
rest his
apparently
soul.
I was really good at drinking scotch. Just drinking in
At
general.
the age
so,
of what?
yeah, ask my mom.
All right, fair play.
So that's essentially what I've been. I've been in this business for about 5-6 years now.
Okay.
I literally started as soon as I was old enough to be in this business.
Sure.
And now I am the renowned Scotch expert, at least in Michigan.
So was there a college path to this, or was this just like an apprenticeship path, or what?
Originally, I was pursuing a degree in hospitality management, and then one of my good friends who worked in this business, she picked me up as soon as I turned 21, and I've just been repping for Johnny Walker, Cap Morgan, Kettle One, all those bad boys for a while, and after a couple years of doing that, that's when they asked me if I wanted to be a Scotch expert or a whiskey expert.
It's fantastic.
So what is there? Was there a training involved? Is there?
There was an extensive training.
Going to the grocery store and just smelling stuff all day long.
Yeah, honestly, I just poured booze down most people's throats.
Well,
until
no,
they loved it.
serious, because Matt and I, like we're
fucking idiots. I'm sorry. It's a podcast.
we are admitted novices, and we don't absolutely know what we're doing.
Oh, that's
and
fine.
so we listen to other people and we talk to experts. And this one guy I was listening to, he was like, "You got to go out." It's like, how do I know that it's pencil shavings or apricot or kumquat? And And the
That's the
zini
point.
fruit, he's like, you got to go out and you got to smell those things. He goes, so when you're out, he's like, go to the
Very
grocery
true.
store and smell those things and study those fragrances and kind of get those in your head. So when you smell something similar to it in a tasting, you can label it as such. Because when Matt and I was like, it's just like shoe leather and pencil shavings, we're like, what the what?
You've obviously had a really great wine because
You
I've
know.
had the same kind.
Yeah. So, but we're not quite there. So we're figuring it out. So how did your training to do this? How did that evolve for you?
So I, after working in the business for a good amount of time, by the way, boys, and everyone listening, we are sampling Oban Little Bay because I want to get that out there because I know you guys are just like
All right, Jamie.
sniffling it.
Yeah, we're just
we'll
but
get to it.
but Jamie,
We'll get to it. We'll
Jamie,
get to the
Jamie,
booze, yeah.
that is the third time this young man has mentioned
Oban Little Bay?
what we are doing this evening.
Oh
right
no,
now.
it's
This is a true brand ambassador.
Nail
in
that
front
brand,
of us,
man.
So, thank you.
brought to you by Oban Little Bay. And what?
So, real fast, I just want to like.
Oh,
take,
yeah, no,
I wanna-
good.
I'd rather take you for this, and then we can go through the whole life story thing. If
No,
that's- if
yeah,
that's
yeah.
okay.
Please.
So this Oban Little Bay is our non-age statement bottle of Oban 14 year, which is our staple brand. This Little Bay, because I said non-age statement, it's not going to have an actual statement of the age on the bottle,
Yeah.
but it's going to be very much more intense per se of what you would get from an Oban 14. So Oban 14 has a very smoky, citrusy flavor to most of the palate. However, with this one, it's just essentially just cranking it up a little bit. So you're getting more of those maritime flavors, such as salt,
Okay.
slight orange, but more or less because of the extra age on it, you're getting more of woody, almondy flavors to it. So when you smell it, you'll smell a very light hint of probably those sweeter notes. But then when we do taste it, it's going to be very, it's going to be salty on the nose, or I'm sorry, salty on the palate. And then after the finish, it's going to be very woody. It's almost like sandalwood.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what we're going to be tasting here.
All right. Let's
All right,
let's
let's dive in.
Slancha, boys.
Slancha.
Slanchas.
Thank you.
dive in.
Mother's milk.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely getting a little bit of that oaky, little bit.
You like that?
Yeah, I do.
It's decidedly a Scotch.
It is very Scotch.
It is very Scotch.
It is decidedly a Scotch. The Scotch is a profile of its own.
It's very different.
But
I'm not getting.
there-
I'm
there
not
is-
getting any ethanol out of this.
I'm definitely getting the citrus in the after.
Very
Yeah,
true.
orangey, a little slightly orangey.
Slightly
citrusy,
orangey. Slightly orangey.
But definitely a citrus in the after.
Interestingly enough, once I take you through our second tasting here momentarily.
Oh shit! Okay,
right, you're like,
I wasn't
in.
expecting that.
Son of a-
All right.
I'm in.
oh no, friends, come on, you got me to sit this
Fair.
table. I'm gonna take you through a trip.
All right.
We're going down the rabbit hole.
Ooh.
All right, but our
So let's stay with the Oban, right? The Oban Little Bay.
Oban Little Bay. So
So what? So it's non-aged. Is it? So Scotches are generally blends, right?
90% of our imports throughout the world are blends.
So is this Oban Little Bay a blend of different things?
Interestingly enough, no. This is a single malt, no matter what.
That's
through
a
and
single
through.
malt Scotch. It really
Okay, this
is.
is a
So
single malt.
why doesn't it have an age statement if it's a single malt? Wouldn't you be able to age it fairly easily?
I am so glad you asked
Is
that
it
question because
youthful?
I have
Is
never actually had to answer that. So.
All right.
He learns better than I do. So
Oh, absolutely. So this non-age statement bottle.
Because you hit that a few times, so I'm going to call you on that crap.
please, point at me, my friend.
Right on.
So, when it comes to scotches, some distilleries have a non-age statement bottle. So essentially, what they're doing is they're going to take the bottle or the liquid that we already love and enjoy. So, let's say for what we're drinking right now, our Oban. They take that Oban 14 year, which is already aged in a ex-bourbon oak barrel cask for that 14 years. But then what they're going to do is they're going to take that part of a liquid and put it in a smaller cask, which essentially, so let's say our most normal cask that we use is about a hogshead. It's about 150 liters. Yep. And then what we do is we'll take that Oban 14 year and we'll put it in something that we call a quarter cask, and that's about a 250 liter barrel, but because of the smaller surface area on that cask, it rapidly ages the Scotch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, sir. So,
Okay.
usually when it comes to our non-age statement bottles, and that goes pretty much throughout all of our Scotches in any realm that we're talking about, they'll probably most likely have a non-age statement bottle, but
You don't want to give a preconceived notion about what it's going to be with the age number.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to put 10 and a half years?
This and this.
Yeah, you don't want to put a 10 and a half year on there because it just looks silly.
Right.
However, to the more seasoned Scotch drinker, the more veteran, they'll look at that second cask and they'll understand what's going on.
Okay. Nice. All right, so the Oban Little Bay, people listening wherever, but we're here in Metro Detroit. Is this available in the Metro
This
Detroit
is available everywhere,
area?
baby.
And then around the country? Mm-hmm. All right, so it's something readily available. What's the price point on one of these, the Oban Little Bay?
I keep stealing everything I want to ask because I'm just sitting here enjoying an Oban Little Bit.
I tend to do that. I tend to just...
What's it?
You just
Jamie Steamroll Flanagan.
steamrolls them, yeah.
No, wait, yeah. So what is the price point? If they had a budget, does it fit into somebody's budget, like as a novice, as an occasional Scotch drinker? Is this something they want to seek out?
Absolutely. The reason I say that is simply because I've come across bourbon drinkers, new Scotch drinkers. All of them absolutely enjoy this particular product. This one's a little bit more intense than what we might be used to with the 14, but everyone loves Oban.
So
You say it's more intense, but price point wise.
Price point wise, it's only about $6 to $7 more. I think it's probably around the $85 range.
Okay. And it'll last you forever.
Where in Scotland is this done? What area?
This is done in Oban, Little Bay, Western. It's
Oban.
Right,
All right.
I say
Really?
I say that like you guys should know that. So the region-wise, this is a Western Coastal Highland Malt Scotch whiskey.
Okay.
So I like
You
to
say
call
that 3 times faster.
Western Coastal.
No.
So this is a Western Coastal Highland Malt Scotch whiskey.
Okay.
And because of that, it integrates. And are you looking at me like?
I love
say
this.
it again.
I
Say it
love
again.
No, I
this.
love it.
Yeah.
Because
So-
I'm getting the salt.
Oh,
Go.
absolutely.
Keep going.
That's why I love telling people, like, if it's like you're standing on the edge of the actual shore and some of that sea spray
Yeah.
right on
I've
your
been
tongue.
there.
Oh, yeah, baby. You
I've
get that tingle.
Definitely got the salt on it.
I've been on the island a couple of times, and
This is why I call this the, what was the word? Goldilocks Scotch.
Okay.
It's kind of right in the middle. So we have an Isla whiskey, which I'm going to have you boys
We'll
try
go there
here in
next.
a second. It's going to be entirely different.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you right off the word go. Isla malts are always very smoky and peaty. Very smoky and peaty. Whereas a Highland malt is very rich. It's got like flavors like heather, honey, mild citrus. But it's never too intense per
Sure.
se. Oban has a very mild index of smokiness and a little bit of those flavors from Isla, a little bit flavor from the Highlands. So you've got a nice integration of both.
Okay.
Whereas once you taste this bad boy, you're gonna be like, well, okay, that's definitely an Isla malt Scotch.
Okay. Yeah.
Fair.
All right. So we have a rating system.
We have a rating system.
Kill, Mary, screw. All right. So
God,
kill it. You're dead to me.
Kill it, done. Never
Mary, you're gonna buy
You're
it.
dead
You're
to
gonna,
me, boy.
you're gonna marry. You're gonna buy. You're gonna take it home. Screw. You'll drink it when you're out and about. So kill, Mary, screw. I'll marry this one.
You'd marry
The
this?
Oban Little Bear. A Little Bay.
Little Bay?
Little Bear. Little Bay.
Little Bay.
That's the little bear.
That's it. Oban Little Bay. I'd marry. Where are you at on this, Matt?
I'm going to get questioned on my credit card statement as to why did you buy this. Yeah, I would marry this.
I would bring this one home to have on the shelf.
All right, well, you're dead to me.
Exactly what you'd say, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I would definitely marry the Oban.
For sure. I like it. I do scotches.
But for me, it would have to be like a special occasion to marry it. No, if I want to introduce it to a friend of mine, or say, you know what, this would be something that would be nice for a birthday party or a gift to somebody. This would be a nice gift.
It's a good gift. It's a good gift,
Yes.
for sure. Absolutely.
That is
Fair
brilliant.
play on
All right, so also in the pantheon of things that you represent, what's next?
So further
What's
down the
next?
rabbit hole we go.
Yeah. Or are we done with the Little Bay?
Oh yeah, no. We're done with
Is there
it.
more to tell?
Well,
There's
you know
always
what?
more to tell, right?
There's always more to tell. I was gonna say if you're a particular fan of craft, distillation per se,
Yeah.
because obviously in Michigan we absolutely love like craft.
Oh
anything.
God. Yeah. Detroit. How many are in downtown Detroit? There's like six,
I'm here
7
too much,
distilleries.
and I don't remember most of it.
Yeah.
So Oban is ran since 1794. I said this earlier. Since its erection.
Since its erection. Inception.
Yes.
Since
yes.
insurrection.
No, I said that earlier. For the
I'm going to be really quiet.
Reputa
for
the
a
Buda.
moment.
Yeah, they really like that. Nobody liked me. Anyway, 1794 has always been maintained and handled with only 7 people working at the entire night.
Wow.
So that's one thing I love about talking about Oban Little Bay, or I'm saying Oban, if anything. So yeah, that's a little fun fact for all you people listening to me and my nonsense.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no, this is just me opening scotch. Hey, what's going on?
Photo moment. Yeah.
All right,
It's
boys.
a consummate. This gentleman, Nick, you're a consummate professional. I got to tell you.
I told you, I just was really good at drinking.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yeah.
All right, boys.
So, what should we expect? Where are we going? Where are we going
All right.
next?
So with what you're expecting here, as soon as you smell it,
Nobody expects a Spanish Inquisition.
no. Are you inquiring? That swallows migrate coconuts.
Nick, we gotta hang out, man.
Yes.
You're a Detroit guy?
I am a Detroit guy.
How have we not met?
Why?
Because he's
Look at-
really young and you're old, dude.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Whoa, hold on, boys. I'm trying.
Sure.
I just moved and my bones cracked. All right, so what
All right,
we're gonna
so what's
what we're sniffling over here is our talus.
He says sniffling.
sniffling?
Yeah.
We're
Is that not
sniffling.
professional?
No.
No. I'm just pointing out because you said sniffling. That's fucking funny. So
He's really about that.
I see a big 10 over there. All right, Talisker? Am I saying
late.
Talisker?
You
Am I
should see
saying
I'm
that?
working with. She's a 10. Anyway,
Oh yeah. Bring her back.
does she know how to move them?
she can shake it. So anywho, all right, boys.
Talisker.
Talisker 10 year. This
Tell me
is
about
our
Talisker.
staple. This is one of our
Oh,
classic single malts, and it is a perfect mix of fruity but very, very smoky. So what you boys just sampled with that Little Bay was about on the rating of smoky, about a 1. This is probably going to be about a 40.
4-1 out of 10.
Yeah, we're gonna kick it up a notch.
All right, so
Bam.
a 1 to a 40. Okay.
So I mean, obviously, yeah, smell it.
I'll just
I
straight
keep
up.
nosing
Yeah.
it because that's the best part right now.
Oh,
is
yeah.
the nose. It really is the nose on the Talisker right now. For me, I don't want to drink it yet.
That's usually the perfect part about a Scotch is it's all in the nose. This is your weapon. This is your weapon of dissecting and knowing.
But the smoke is very prevalent. I'm not getting much else. I'm really just getting
Yeah, no,
the
I
smoke.
mean, for the most
but
part-
again, like I said, this is episode 5 tonight, so we've had a lot of stuff rolling over our palates.
See, he's
This is
talking
fair.
the truth,
But
still.
am I correct in saying that the smoke is kind of
Oh no, you're very
predominant?
correct.
And, okay.
Very correct.
Okay. Well, but let's dive in and see what else happens,
I
right?
haven't dived in yet, but when
Go.
someone goes for the taste, what should they expect when it comes to the taste? But when they're nosing it, because I've been nosing it, I don't know what to expect.
So
But what
usually-
should they expect?
When it comes to fine whiskey or Scotch, for the most part, I always give the example of you're meeting a new friend, right? You meet them, you say hello, and how do you say hello?
You stick your tongue in their ear.
No, that actually.
I roll. I roll.
That comes last, baby.
I roll a little different. All right. But no. So I'm sorry. Go
Oh no, we're on the same page. So no.
How's your palate, Jamie?
I was gonna.
He's like,
him.
I can't feel my tongue.
I was gonna recruit him for being a little slushy, and then I say that. So, all right.
I'll let you go first, man.
I know.
It's usually, it's kind of like someone you just met for the first time. So you nose it, you say hello, friend, and that's, that comes with the nose.
You nose it. Are we dogs?
You made it dirty. I love it.
Everything.
That's the only way we like it anyway. So it's all good.
Perfect. So you nose it a little bit, and then once you're invited in,
I didn't make that dirty at all. I just smiled.
Oh no, I'm just gonna keep rolling with it.
All right, I love it.
It was implied, you dick.
Yeah.
I definitely sat in the right place.
This is
Yes, you did.
You were a reluctant guest here.
I was a little reluctant, but I mean, like with all encounters, sexual and not.
when you meet this guy right here,
Oh, do I got a
not
bar
Jamie,
for you?
man. Yeah, I could be a little bit intimidating. At the same token, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
At this point, number 5, give it a nose. You never
All
know
right,
what's
so
gonna happen.
All right, boys, dive in.
We're
Dive
in.
in.
I dove in. I'm
Did you,
done.
you hate it? Love it?
I love this shit right now. Because I'm German.
Ah, sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Not at all.
Ah, you motherfucker.
What do you got, Jamie?
Yeah, it's just it's
Jamie's like
very heavy on the smoke. You need to enjoy the smoke in the peat for sure.
You don't like it?
No.
No, so Jamie historically has been a peat guy. He loves peat.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? A
No,
Petey
I
person,
do.
huh?
I do. Yeah.
Why don't we just call you Pete? What the hell?
Jamie Pete
We
Flanagan,
could.
yes.
We could.
JP. Jamie P.
There you go.
I do.
He's been a very
I do like
peat
it.
guy.
But again, if you're doing it, this is something I would try out and about first to make sure you like it before you married one and took one home. You don't want to be, this is too much, because it's definitely
You want to take her home, but you don't want to live with her.
yeah.
What is the proof? What is the proof on a Talisker though?
So normally, proof-wise, it's always going to be at least 40. However, I believe with Talisker, I think it's around 42.5.
Okay.
Because we talk a lot about, starting out your evening, you start one a little bit lighter and then work your way up as far as the heat goes when it comes to bourbons or whiskeys. But with the Scotch, it's a little bit different as far as taste profile goes. So do you want to go Talisker first, or you want to go Oban first, or where would you start a Scotch evening if you want to just go straight
There's a lot
Scotch?
of flavor.
Because there's so much involved.
Ready to go? So what I can say for that is any person who is ever either looking to get into Scotch or is already a professional for the most part, you always want to go with the lighter Scotches. So let's say regionals.
Sure.
We'd want to do a Highland before we do a Isla. Any Isla Scotch, which is what we just sampled here,
Yeah.
that Isla Scotch is going to just cover your palate. It's going to anesthetize your tongue.
Yeah.
You can go home with the hooker and enjoy yourself, but you're not going to taste it. But
He's still over here. Yeah.
yeah, no, he's loving that one.
No, I just,
But if you
Can't
wanna
get off it.
Oh, terrible.
Go on.
So.
no, it is because
So our Oban Little Bay though, we want to start off with that. So you'd want to go from Lowlands, Highlands, Speyside. Speysides are our most abundant Scotch.
yeah.
Fair.
So the Islas, is this indicative of the Islas, the heavy peat?
It's very indicative.
Okay. So when you're to the Isla, the Scotches, you're very
Smoky and peaty. It's just gonna cover your palate.
It really is. The tip of my tongue is like you. It's funny you said that because it is a little anesthetized. Yeah.
Can't even taste it.
Do that 3 times faster. Thank you. Did I go there?
I'm pretty
again?
sure a couple people cringed probably when they heard it. It's
a little-
terrible.
What's this, Chip and Dale? What the? No.
So that's great. So, what's the parent company on this? Who's the parent?
So the parent company on all of these brands is Diageo.
Okay.
Diageo is the distributor company.
They're a monster. They got a ton of stuff. Yeah.
They are infamously known for having all of the classic malts collection.
Okay.
And that actually originally opened up in 1988.
Okay.
So in 1988, we erected... did all of our...
Keeps going back.
I'm terrible. I just keep knocking that bad boy in there. That's when we created all of our single malt collections.
Sure.
And after that, now it's just been giving out all these bad boys.
So there's other O bands, right?
Yes.
So the Little Bay, I really like the Little Bay. So the other O band, the other ones in the O band bands.
I would say if you like the Oban Little Bay, you'd absolutely adore the Oban 14-year. Because the 14-year, I mean, it knocks your socks off.
So what's the variation on the 14-year from the Little Bay?
It's going to be a little bit more rounded out. It's going to be a little bit more quieter, more calmer.
Okay.
However, it's going to have a lot more accent of orange right on the nose that we were talking about, because you guys love that. And
so here's the thing with the scotches. They're all floating around the 90 proof, 90 in that range, right? You get your bourbon drinkers, and the bourbon drinkers, they want fire. They want that high,
they want
high
heat.
proof.
You know, if they were so Oban Little Bay is where the heat would come.
So where's that? Where's that falling?
So I would say every time that I've ever sampled to a bourbon drinker, and I gotta say this, ooh, yes, I'm pausing for dramatic effect. Every bourbon drinker has absolutely enjoyed it.
It's because I've been kind of on the bourbon trend. It's not we're not all about the bourbons. We like all spirits, but we do a lot of bourbons. And out of the two,
like I said,
the Talisker is good, and it doesn't totally stand out as like totally differential from others that I've had.
Yes.
The Little Bay is unique. I haven't had something exactly like the Little Bay. I've had things
very different.
There's things the Talisker is very much the Isla whiskeys, right? They're in that range, so you're going to find your favorite in that range, and you're going to enjoy it. So the Talisker is like in the hit parade for that for sure.
Absolutely.
And I think I hit it on earlier.
But the O-Band is unique for me. Was for out of these two. It was unique for me, and that's that. If out of these two, it's like, what you gonna buy and take home, or which one I'm gonna like hope you look away and I grab. Take home. Look, fish tracks.
I'm gonna turn my head real fast.
So which one? So that would be the one I would take home, because it's gotta. Damn it!
I saw that.
What the fuck?
So that would be the one that it had a uniqueness to it. And you say you found bourbon drinkers are finding that for them.
Yeah,
but
I
it's not the proof, right? That's
Jamie,
not,
sir,
the bourbon drinkers,
sir.
Sir. He's calling you sir.
It's the white beard. It's like, sit on my lap, call me Santa. Okay, go ahead.
Whoa. I'm the Nick here.
Well, I said earlier, because the heat of the Oban for tonight, that hit me as a Scotch. The heat actually hit me. So as a bourbon rye type person.
Wait, where do we fall on the O-Bound though? What's the percentage? Yeah, what's
See, he's got to get See, because the heat on the Oban, Jamie, actually hit me a little bit harder than anything else.
Whoa! Don't give me that look.
He shook his head and said, "No, you did not just pour that much into my cup."
Y'all are about to have a nice, sultry.
All right, this is not going to end well, but all right, go ahead. or it'll end brilliantly, one of the two. All right, so the Oban, where is that falling in on a percentage? The alcohol. I didn't look at the label. What's the alcohol percentage on that?
We talked about the Oban.
The Little Bay falls in where?
43%.
See,
but the heat on the Oban was just so incredibly different from any other Scotch I've ever had tonight.
I wouldn't have.
or bourbon for that matter. It was just so different. The heat.
I'd take this back with me for sure.
So you would
Welcome to the world of Scotch, boys.
Yeah.
It's the Man Cave Happy Hour. So
this is where you need to be.
And that's the brilliance of the Man Cave Happy Hour is that we want to learn about different things. Yes, we love our bourbon, we love our whiskeys, but it's about the spirits and how it can differentiate everyone's palate at that point. So your education, what you had to go through to learn what you do, because you're very, very well-spoken around Scotch. So thank you, Nick, on that.
I appreciate you.
It's a really competitive market. And right now in Michigan, it seems like
They hate me.
they're carrying out the Crown Royal throne and
Yeah, they're done. But Nick is still sitting here with us.
but no, Michigan is a very, very competitive market, and they're doing a ton of the Michigan Bourbon Club and the Detroit Bourbon Club, Bourbon Drinkers of Michigan.
Of course. Yeah.
I don't see a lot of Scotch-based
Not so much.
enthusiast clubs on the social media. Is that just a current trend? All right. So she's got to call it.
Yep,
We're going to
we'll
call it.
Yeah, we
So,
should.
all right. So that's your job, is to get a couple Scotch-based clubs going.
That's actually it. That's
Nick,
the next
dude,
step.
seriously, straight
Nick,
up.
boys, thank you so much
for all the information.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
If you
Cheers,
guys want
brother.
to, last,
You know,
you sure you
We'll clean up.
yeah, leave it. We got you.
All right, boys.
Slancha.
Thanks.
Slancha.
Of course.
All right.
Bye, guys.
All right. Be well.
I appreciate it.
My ride's here. I got to go.
Yeah, I know. Mom's telling me to leave.
I'm double parked, man. I gotta go.
You're good. So, Jamie, so we have to wrap our shit up here as well, but
What?
this,
We don't have to go.
No, we
own
don't.
this place.
we own this place?
Yeah, it's a
All right,
Detroit
fair
Shipping
enough.
Company.
So pause that shit.
It's the Man Cave Happy Hour. Why do we got to pause it? Should I pause it? I should pause it. All right, we're taking a. All right, Man Cave Happy Hour.
Yeah?
Hang on, we're recording again. And I would just like to go on the record that I call dibs on all scotches left on the table.
Dude, okay, so
Call dibs.
Man Cave Happy Hour.
Dibs or dibs.
The
Dibs or
gentleman.
dibs. Do you not know how this works?
No, I don't.
Dibs or dibs.
Dibs. Okay, so Nick.
So you and your acorn-sized bladder lose.
So we
I
had to
called-
fucking pause for a moment. That was the first moment I broke the damn seal, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
But Nick was an absolute gentleman.
Let's clean that up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think where we left off. And we thanked him.
He said Man Cave Happy Hour is the last thing I heard. So.
Detroit Shipping Company, it is a riot. It is Nick had to leave us. He's like, his ride was like, we're out of here. Because we are a good 40 minutes past when the event ended, and he hung out with us and was chatting us up because we grabbed him right at the end. So
We actually did.
I didn't grab him on the end. We grabbed him at the end, just to be clear.
Should I hit the bottle or the cup?
Just put a straw in it and call it a day. So yes, it's just a great time. It's
One of the best things about the Man Cave Happy Hour
Yes.
is that it is all about learning. It's all about experiencing
Learning.
different things. Because, one, we've never had Oban, Little Bay. We've
seriously.
never had Talisker.
so I don't know if that's because we're seriously it's
No, this was so...
and we literally have a stack of drink tickets here.
That doesn't matter.
It's just we haven't even utilized, and it's like we've been well fed and well beveraged for the
And
night. It was a great event. If you're looking for a fun event in the Metro Detroit area, the Metro Times puts on some really
Amazing
great.
events.
So again, some are whiskey based, some are vodka based, some are
Sure.
cocktail based, some are wine based.
Yep.
So they do 8, 9, 10 a year. Not every month, but nearly every month. So the Metro Times, keep an eye for the ones that they do, and pick your pleasure, pick your poison, as it were. And don't be, come to one.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to come to an event because
You'll make some new friends.
you definitely will. But
I walked up to somebody tonight, started having a conversation with them because I thought it was Matt.
Me?
I did, and this was early. This was like right as the night started, and I was about 5 sentences into it, and he's like, "I don't think I'm who you think I am." And I turned and I looked, and
Nice.
I'm like, "Yeah, no, you're not." But then I was like, "But how are you doing?" And we started chatting up, and it turned out it was Dr. John from Optic. Yeah. So I thought just out of the corner of my eye, because he was standing like right near our stuff.
Yeah.
Where you were moments earlier. And then
my goodness.
I walked away. I came back and I started talking out of the corner of my eye. All right, Matt, we got to go and we got to grab this. We got to do this. And then Johnny's like, I don't think I'm who you think I am. And
Wow. It turned out that he was somebody completely different.
I don't think that word means what you think it means. So, and then I was like, and then we chatted up a minute.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yeah, I'm kind of one of the sponsors, yada yada. And I went, really, what? He flipped his VIP tag over, and he's like, the Optic is like the back of all the lanyards. I'm like, oh, holy crap.
You belong here.
Yeah, so it was fun. So he and I, we chatted. It was great. It was a really good time.
This has been we did this a couple years ago where we were
So the
at
Metro Times events
yeah.
are all fabulous.
Yeah. The Metro Times has always put on a great event. If you're ever wondering what it's like, you're going to meet new people. You're going to experience different kinds of drinks.
Whatever city you're in.
Yeah.
Like Detroit, we have these fun Metro Times. They do some down at Eastern Market and Royal Oak and around the city. But whatever city you're in, I'm sure you have events like this.
Yes.
And they are. It's nice social connections. They are.
Yeah. Look out the local magazines, the local newspapers, because they're going to provide you an opportunity to just reach out, and you have an interest. I guarantee you, there's somebody else that has that same interest, and you're going to meet someone that you can have a conversation with.
Yeah.
So if you're in Detroit, you're in San Antonio, you're in Texas, if you're in California, if you're in Florida, it does not matter. There are events like this. You should reach out.
Yeah.
So game on. But thank you to Oban Little Bay. Thank you to Optics.
Our friends at Diageo. Yep.
Our friends at Diageo. Thank you to the Metro Times.
Yes.
For hosting this event.
Having
Chris.
us out.
Chris was an absolute amazing partner.
Yes.
Very, very, very fortunate to meet him.
Yes.
But very gracious at the same time. So thank you to the Metro Times, Chris, for having the Man Cave Happy Hour here at
we didn't
Whiskey
talk
in the
about.
Winter. Who?
We're here at the Detroit Shipping Company.
Julie?
Julie's awesome. And all we're talking about all the cocktails, all the vendors here. But what's here at the shipping company all the time,
Which is?
rain or shine, are all the food vendors. So the food vendors here tonight are here all the time, and the food was amazing. The food here is always just
amazing.
like to the nines. It is like crazy insane. So if you're coming down, if you're going to a Tiger game, if you're going to a Lions game, if you're going to go to a game where people win.
Wow.
Pick
the last
something.
Detroit game I was at was a hockey game.
Pick something
and
else.
they frickin' won.
Oh, get out.
I'm not kidding.
So, yeah, if you're going to a concert at the arena, it's like super close. The
any
Detroit Shipping
arena
Company is
at the-
super close to the Masonic Temple.
Right in Midtown. We're 2 blocks from the Masonic. We're 4.5, 5 blocks from LCA, 5 blocks from all
Parking.
Oh my gosh!
It's a dead of winter. It's a little chilly to walk.
So,
But spring, summer, fall, dead of winter, not so much. But spring, summer, fall, park out this way.
Yeah.
Have a cocktail, have some food, have some
Take a walk.
delectable food, and then go to the show. And then you got a good after party too.
There you go.
So. But the Detroit Ship Company, the food here is amazing. Man Cave Happy Hour. We really enjoyed our stay at this.
please find us where you find.
There's several episodes from the Whiskey in the Winter that we did here. So there'll be several episodes up about this, and
you can
just
find
hit a riot.
and you can really find us on where you find finer podcasts.
Yes.
Your Stitchers, your SoundClouds, the Podcast Detroit Network.
Yes.
Your Googles. I will go on Google
Even
personally.
Lugal. You can find it on Lugal.
I will
too.
go on Google, say, okay, Google, and say, listen to Man Cave Happy Hour podcast, and it will bring up the most recent podcast for Man Cave Happy Hour.
It is, and it would have been yesterday's when we were here just yesterday,
Honestly.
doing the Ham's Beer small dive bar in Detroit.
Jesus.
That's up already. So.
Please listen, subscribe, let us know what your thoughts are.
Yes,
we want your comments. We want to understand, how we can do better because we thrive on feedback. Regardless if we've been drinking or not, we need to understand what you want us to what you want us to talk about. So help us out.
Yeah. All right. So listen, subscribe. Thanks for being part of the party.
Hey, Jamie.
And, yeah.
I got an Oban Little Bay bottle here in my hand.
I know.
And Nick left.
There's a box over. We're gonna fight over there. It's gonna be rock paper scissors over that box in a minute.
Right.
All right, Man Cave Happy Hour. We are out of here. Matthew, cheers.
Cheers, my friend.